Oh, 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2. Welcome to another live stream. We are playing more Diablo 4 today. After I jump on for a couple of hours. Um, and I can't wait. We're level 86 at the moment. So yeah. Alright, I will see how we do today. We'll check the store
Greetings,
first.
traveler. Behold the marvelous tales I have to offer.
Okay. Over. Maybe. We'll have a look what mounts have. Oh, that looks sick. So we gotta buy this thing. Oh, I got that. That looks good.
I have been waiting for your return.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, what's this one? Oh, that one's pretty good. Oh, what is it? Okay. What's that? Well, just like always, all my past streams are on my YouTube channel, so feel free to go over there and watch my past streams. Yeah, so uh, let's see if we can hit maybe 90 for tonight. Three. Count the way up top. What did we have in the first one?
5 seconds.
Dominate.
is starting to feel like a home.
Kettle's on. Lay out your herbs.
So we good. And
I'm glad you got that.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Cool.
Feels like home.
Oh.
Of these top gems. So if I just go into here, you can see in the gems, I have 5 ground gems. If I now go over to the rendering cube, we can put these 5 gems in, just like this, and we can do an amalgamation with 5 ground gems transmuted, and now we have a rendering skull. So these can go quite far. These are, you can really keep amalgamating and get some really good gems here. So this is 28% damage for a single item. So you can see how long it would take to farm this, but the rewards you can get with doing so, you just put that in, and it's now a giant damage multiplier. You can get that in every single stomach then, and when you go into your cube and you do transfigure, when you transfigure, there is a chance to hit all gem levels increase. You can have like 100% increase bonus to your equipped gems, which would give you just a ridiculous amount of damage for these equipped gems. So gems are very important. Now there's also different ways to farm gems. I'm going to go through them, but nothing even comes close to doing this. If you're in Tevis, if you come from Tevis and you just go out of the northeast side and you come up here to this dungeon here called Seer's Reach, this is the best way to farm gems, and it's not even close. If this gets patched, maybe I'll do an update of the next best way, but I would just do this. Go into Tevis, go into Seer's Reach, and you want to be heading north. You want to be heading north. I'll just do this as fast as possible while talking. So you want to be heading north, whether your path is to go northeast or northwest, just try and go north, just wherever it brings you out, just try and get north, and if you keep heading north, eventually you will see the entrance to the boss, just a little health thing. There you go, this means that we're at the boss. You just come up here, and the boss is right here. It's this scorpion, and you just do your best to defeat it. It does not matter what time you do this on, it really doesn't matter, but just beat this scorpion as easy as you can. And then once he's done, at 1 time and 10, you can do it on time 1. You can see here, he's dropping a bunch of stuff. He's dropping some like unique prisms. But here's the real juice, not just leave them on the ground. You get Royal Emerald, Royal Ruby, and a Royal Sapphire. You'll get 3 random gems of royal quality. And there is a chance to get a grand gem, which as we saw, is the grand gems that turn into the good gems, right? The grand gems are the really good ones. These gems get as many as you can. You can see I've got quite a lot built up. And the way you want to do is once you've done that, you just press this. You basically on these here is like the direction button on the controller. Leave dungeon. You'll leave the dungeon. Pop out the right side. So you press tab. Pop out the right side. Then you press reset dungeons. Just like that. On controller, that would be you push the thing in the middle, and the middle thing. You press left on the D-pad, and then you hold down square, right? You reset the dungeon, and you can.
Oh.
Just go straight back in, and you can just farm that over and over and over and over again, and you're gonna get tons and tons of gems, more than
Cool. Wrong button.
It's quiet. I like it.
Still weapon cloth. Come on. Easy. we get to it.
think is in here?
magic. Something feels wrong. We need to help it. It's quiet. I like it.
Stewie.
think I like this. This is starting to feel like home.
Put these 5 gems in, just like this, and we can do an amalgamation with 5 ground gems.
A jewel plucked from the sky.
It's good to belong somewhere.
Okay, we're gonna leave it for now. We're gonna get something to eat, then we'll be back.